We are in Willow Springs, Illinois at the I&M Canal Trails. This is a great place to ride a bike, go for a run, or enjoy a nice walk in nature. We are not doing any of those things. Instead, we are here in search of bridges, specifically the remains of 3 canal bridges. We will be walking along the historic I&M Canal that was in operation from 1848 to 1933. And the trails we'll be walking on are the actual tow paths that were used to pull canal boats up and down the waterway by horse or mule. I've hiked these trails for years, and I've found the remains of these forgotten canal bridges, as well as an abandoned railroad track that has almost disappeared back into the forest. None of these places are marked. Today, I'm taking you back to each one. We are heading out to see the remains of the first canal bridge. It is located on the shorter 3-mile loop trail, and it is about 0.65 miles from the trailhead. Okay, we've come to the location of the first collapsed bridge I'm going to show you. Now, the way to spot them is to look on the other side of the canal, opposite side, so you can see the stones. Now, not easy to spot, it's probably not coming through on the camera here, but I am able to get a glimpse of these rectangle stacked stones on the other side. But as you can see, if you're walking here, you can't see a thing. This is fully covered up. Best time to come and see this is early spring when all the leaves are gone. Then you can get a better look. But the only way to see this is you try to line up where you spot the stones, the canal stones on the other side of the bridge, the canal, and then you're just gonna have to climb in. This is about where we're gonna go in. And that's the only way to do it. We're gonna get in there, and we're gonna get dirty. Okay. So here you can see on our side, it's the remains of an old canal bridge from the I&M Canal. Turn so you can see across to the other side. I'm not sure if this is coming across the camera, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see the other side. So that's the remains of the canal bridge on the other side. Show a little bit more and then we'll get back to the hike, because I think it's kind of neat. I like history and it's pretty cool. Okay, let's head back up and get back on the trail. Okay, so that was bridge 1. All right, let's get on to our second bridge. Now we're heading to the other trail, the longer 7.6 mile out and back. We are heading out to see the remains of the second canal bridge. It's located on the longer 7.6 mile trail, and it is about 0.65 miles from the trailhead. Okay, we're coming to the second canal bridge. Now this one, the middle part is intact, so it's sitting out in the water, so it's kind of easy to spot. It's around 0.6 miles in, and this one is not as covered up, so there's nice gaps in here to climb down into. So we're going down. I'm gonna take a good look. So you can see here remnants of the stone. It's covered up, but we're gonna take a glance at the outside here. Let's step over. You can see it's got the middle part still, part across on the other side. That's pretty cool. We got a good part over here on our side, and you got that middle section. So this one, okay, we're going in for a better angle on this second bridge. Straight on. Get seat is good. Straight on we go. Okay, I zoomed out a little bit, so maybe be able to get a little more of the outside, especially when I come back and show you where I'm standing on the way out. Maybe you'll get a better view of these stones over here that we're right by. So there's that one on the left. Still see there's a stone here, then on the right you still got stone there. Nature's taken over, but it's still here. All right, let's head back through all the brush. Pretty cool. So let's go head out to the third and final bridge that I've found out here on the I&M Canal. We are heading out to see the remains of the third canal bridge. It is also located on the 7.6 mile trail. This one's about 1.75 miles from the trailhead. Okay, we are at the third canal bridge. Now this one's not always easy to spot. It's actually easier on your way back to see it. It's not hard to get into. It's not as covered up as the other ones. The first one's way covered up. Second one, the right side, accessing the right side is not covered up. The left side is totally covered up with thorns. But this one, I don't know if it's showing up on camera. As you're walking on this side, you can see it pretty easily. Even now that there's a lot of leaves out. So this one, it's definitely completely collapsed, but you can still see parts of the wall. There's a part over here. You can see nature's growing over it, taking its toll. See on the outside. And there's still a little bit over here. So parts of the wall are intact. The foundation is below us, so it's pretty much under mud and water. But you're able to see the walls. Now the other side, I can barely see anything, so this one would be hard to spot. It's great that it's visible on our side, because the other side, I'm gonna try to zoom in. You can barely see anything on the other side. There's, again, it looks like just a little bits of a wall, similar to this side that's left over. But pretty cool, pretty cool. This stuff's still around. It's built in the 1800s, and Still here. Then, all right, so I've shown you the 3 stone bridges, the remains. There is still one more thing to show you. Bonus. So I'm going to take you over there now. Before we reach our 4th stop, I wanted to discuss the possible bridge design of the 3 bridges we just looked at. I have not been able to find photos of the canal bridges here in Willow Springs, so I don't know what they looked like when they were intact. But during the I&M Canal's construction in the 1830s and 1840s, engineers built many different types of bridges depending on the location and what they needed to carry across the canal. Some crossings used stone arch bridges, while others used timber beam bridges supported by large limestone abutments and stone piers. After taking a closer look at these 3 bridge remains, I believe these are most likely examples of timber beam bridges. The massive limestone supports are still standing today, but the heavy wooden beams and plank deck disappeared long ago. It's amazing to think that nearly 180 years later, these stone foundations are still here, quietly preserving a small piece of local history. Okay, I wanted to show you one last thing that is hidden here in the I&M trails. It's also on the 7.6 mile trail, about 3.5 miles away from the trailhead. It's an abandoned section of railroad tracks out in the woods. The first sign you're going to see is on the right-hand side. There's a railroad crossing sign, but it's mostly covered up, so real easy to miss. The second railroad crossing sign on the left is more visible. And actually, when I filmed this, I missed the first one on the right until I rewatched the video. But if you look close at the edge of the trail, you can make out the metal rails, the tops of the metal rails. And if you follow them down this land bridge, then slowly, now you can see, you can make out more of the train tracks. And even though it's covered up, you're seeing good sections of train track. And now you can even see the wood railroad ties. Nature's definitely taking over. It's still nice that there's good sections you can see here, but I would assume probably in the coming years, this might be completely hidden and very, very hard to see. So I guess we're fortunate we can still see some of it. As the tracks continue, then they start disappearing again. When we get to the trail on the other side, the tracks disappear into the grass and under the trail. But see, it's pretty neat. Out here in the woods, a piece of history just waiting to be found, just a few steps off the trail. Well, thanks for joining me on our adventure of uncovering history. If you like these sort of videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.